This is giving me the same energy as my Wattpad fanfiction I wrote in 2014 is. Why am I like so addicted to her finding the perfect pumpkin spice latte? I don't even like pumpkin spice lattes. So in the fall spirit, it's not even funny. Like, you're just not my boyfriend? Like, what the fuck, you know? The craziest stuff kept happening in this book. Genuinely have to hide my reaction because it is so fucking beautiful, and this man's just like standing there. Period. Get his ass. Hi sweet besties and welcome back. So this is just going to be a fall reading vlog. We are reading books with extreme fall vibes. Come along if you're looking for some fall vibes or some fall book recs. Hi guys, it is time to start our first fall read of the season. Well, as we all know, I've been rereading the Harry Potter series. I guess that's like my first, but this is like, no, actually I actually read another fall book. Okay, it's time to start the first reading vlog of the season. So this was the Barnes & Noble like $5 cafe book of the month, and I need this injected into my veins immediately. It is absolutely beautiful. I think they just have like rival coffee shops. I think it's YA, and guys, look at the line spacing, look at the font size of this book. I am ecstatic simply because of the formatting of this. Like, I feel like every book I've read lately has just had so many words on the page, small line spacing, so I'm so excited. I've only heard one person talk about this book, and that's Miss Tiffany, and she said she did not like it and that the main girl was kind of insufferable, so I'm trying to put that out of my head and just focus on the fall vibes. I'm so excited to get into this small town coffee shop vibe. I would love to read this like in a coffee shop eventually too, because it's about that, so I think that'd be really fun, so maybe we'll do that this week. Okay, let me read you guys part of the first paragraph because it's already starting off peak fall. Sometimes I feel like my hometown of Briar Glen is just showing off. I can't tear my eyes away from a brilliant maple tree right outside my classroom window. All week I've been watching its leaves slowly change from light green to orange to red, glowing against the black backdrop of a mountain in the late afternoon sun. I inhale deeply and I swear I can almost smell the fall breeze. The crisp scent of a nearby bonfire, even from inside this stuffy room. Like, girl, quit bragging. Anyways, I just wish that I could imagine books in that much detail in my head. Okay, this writing is really reminding me of something, and this is kind of gonna sound a little like whatever. This is giving me the same energy as my Wattpad fanfiction I wrote in 2014 is. Like, the writing style, just and how it's explained. Towards the end of class, I turned to look at the clock, and it ... It almost seems like Jack is staring at me. Weird. Must be some kind of programming error. Like, just like things like that. The writing, it's very Wattpad kitty, which I'm still gonna keep reading because I got to learn more about this coffee shop. Okay, and then her friend just told her, the main girl Lucy, that the hot new guy was coming over, and her backpack spills everywhere. So classic YA book. Why did she just throw a pie at him in her place of work for telling her that he works at the other rival coffee shop? I'm still hooked though, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm almost halfway through this book. It has just been a roundabout way of the main girl getting mad at the main guy for literally nothing, even though he's trying to help her. And like, all it's been is just them going back and forth, her being mad about the pie situation still. But they are having a fall festival right now, which is kind of cool. The main girl is kind of insufferable, but the fall vibes are so here, and I am definitely intrigued still, and I do want to keep going. Because the main guy, he's been nothing but nice to her. Like, he's offering to help her with some things, and she's just like, no, you just want to sabotage my store, whatever. I'm like, bro, chill. I'm like 2/3 of the way in, and why am I like so addicted to her finding the perfect pumpkin spice latte? I can't put this down until I know what the missing ingredient is. I don't even like pumpkin spice lattes, but I'm addicted, which is so weird because there's a lot of flaws I've noticed with this book, but I can't put it down. Okay, I have like a little bit left, and I feel like at the beginning I really noticed the cringy writing and quotes and all, but now I really don't care. And like, why am I so addicted to this book? I just came on here to say that it's now Halloween and it's chapter 31 and it's Halloween, so I thought that was really nice. I just appreciated that. Let's finish this book, and I actually am really liking this. I feel like I went in hearing like one negative review, but I tried not to let it get to me, and I feel like I'm just so in the mood for this, and I wanted a book that would be easy to binge today, and this is that. I mean, I feel like maybe if I was reading this over the course of like a week or two, I wouldn't be as invested, but like maybe I would, because why do I care so much about a pumpkin spice latte? I feel like I need to go like get one now. It's 8 o'clock and I didn't start this book till like noon or 1 p.m. and I finished it. Why am I like kind of obsessed with this? I ended up with a 4. I think it was just exactly what I was in the mood for, and it did start off like cringy and I was like, ooh, but I definitely was able to get past that, and I think a non-deep and emotional story was what I needed. I'm like confused on why I like this so much, but also I'm like, yeah, like don't let other people's get in the way. So I was reading Goodreads reviews, literally the average is a 3-star, but like I ate this up. Low-key, no shame. Anyways, with that being said, I think I'm still in like the fall book, and I was messaging Bestie Ashley, and I was messaging Bestie Ashley, and she's currently reading The Dead Romantics, and I think we're just gonna keep these vibes going because this sounds like exactly what I'm in the mood for, because I'm like, I could reread this. Whoa, wait, that's crazy. I literally could, because I'm so just like in this mood. So I think we're gonna start with this, and since it's only 8 p.m. and we are taking this Sunday to Sunday, I think I'm gonna start it. All I know is that she's like it says she's a ghostwriter, and I know she has to go home for something. Love interest isn't a ghost. Okay, I'm starting this. I am so in the fall spirit, it's not even funny. On page 4, and I just love her writing so much, and I love how you get sucked right into the story. We started with a prologue paragraph, and it kind of just described something our main girl did in the past, and then what I liked is we learned about our main girl in like a very simple way. If I was the heroine in a story, I would tell you that I had 3 secrets. 1, I hadn't washed my hair in 4 days. 2, my family owned a funeral home. And 3, I was the ghostwriter of mega best-selling, critically acclaimed romance novelist Anne Nichols. So just like a way of simply introducing your character, and she's carrying a cactus to her new editor, and she's like telling someone about it, and she's like, God knows it's not for me. I kill everything I touch, including 3 cacti already. Hashtag relatable. I've also killed a cactus. His name was Cacti. Okay, I made it to page 12, and we got introduced to a main character. I don't know if it's the love interest. I literally have no clue, and I'm refusing to read the back. I'd like to be surprised. This guy and her, the banter is already bantering. Like, why are we bantering about rats in New York right now? And it's like working. That's my update. I'm gonna keep reading because I'm really excited. If you guys watched my Kindle video, you know what I'm about to do. Get the sample, because I'm about to lay in bed and read with the lights off. Okay, actually I'm only gonna have a couple pages because it's 26 pages into the book. I'm 81% through the samples, so I probably won't even be able to finish this chapter, but that's fine because I'm gonna be going to bed. We literally just met this character and I already want to punch him. Like, just shut up. This is why I love not reading the back of a book. Hi guys, it has been a couple days since I last updated. I haven't been reading much, but I did make it to page 109, so we're like a third of the way done. I'm eating this up so far. I'm absolutely loving it. One thing specifically that I'm loving is Ashley Poston's writing, which obviously the 7-Year Slip is a 5-star for me, so I do know that I love her writing, but a novel love story I did not love. Just something about it really gave me bad vibes in the sense of like the setting. Like I just did not vibe with it. But this one I'm really loving. I'm really enjoying the premise of this because I knew going into it that the love interest is like a ghost and that our main girl can see ghosts. When like we were actually introduced to him as a ghost, I'm still like shook. That's what I love about not reading the back of the book, because sometimes the stuff that happens on the back is like not in the book for a while, you know? So I'm really enjoying this. I love her writing so much. Just the way she describes stuff is beautiful. The way she develops her characters is beautiful. I'm 100 pages in and I feel like I know our main girl so well, and I can't explain why, but I do. There's just so much going on in this book plot wise too that I'm so excited about, and the whole how she can see ghosts and communicate with them. I'm so excited to learn more about that and everything. And Ashley Pawson, I really love her dialogue between characters too, because all of it is so witty. I mean, part of that is just like our main girl, but it is so witty and just well done, and like I'm smiling, I'm laughing out loud. There's just so many questions I have, so many things I want to find out, and I'm so excited to keep doing that. Our main girl is a ghostwriter for this super famous author. She lives in New York, so we get the New York setting a little bit, but we also get a small town setting because her father passes away and she has to go back to her small town. And her family kind of runs this like funeral business, and I'm really intrigued to learn more about like why she left home for New York, because I don't think she's ever gone back, and it's been like 15 years-ish, at least 10. Gonna keep going. It's a little bit about the book if you're curious. Hi guys. I'm sorry about the phone. I don't have my camera. But I just went to pick up our next read. Not that I'm ready for it. So today is Wednesday. These books came out. The one that came out yesterday, and I always try and go on release day because if I don't, literally it's the day after today and it's sold out at my Barnes. So I did have to order it, but I got free express shipping because I'm a member. Slay for that. And then I went to pick up another one, which is Rebecca Ross, Wild Reverence, which this time I'm actually going to be reading next. And I was looking through the copies. They were all a little damaged, and I didn't notice mine was, which like that's like not, you know, whatever. And the cashier, I love this man. He's been so kind to me getting some deals here recently. He was like, and I can give you, like, I didn't even say anything about it. I didn't even notice, honestly. He like noticed and then brought it up, and he was like, I can get you an extra 10% off in addition to your membership because it's damaged, or you can get a new copy. I'm like, damaged or not, an extra 10% off sounds amazing. And all the other ones did have like corner damage. I didn't even notice that. I'm like, it's fine. And I was just, you know, standing there waiting while he's placing the order for the people watching to be delivered. I look at the inside of this book, you guys, and I genuinely have to hide my reaction because it is so fucking beautiful. And this man's just like standing there. So I think we're gonna start this immediately. With that being said, yeah, we also have people watching getting delivered soon, so maybe we'll read all 4. Who literally knows? Hi guys, I'm home now. Clearly I just got out of the shower, which, okay, this is the first time I'm using a new shampoo and conditioner, because look at how thin my hair is. Like, this is all my hair. That's it. There's no more. And I feel like I've just been losing hair so fast lately, and like so much. So I got like a thickening shampoo and conditioner. Anyway, sorry for the tangent. All that being said, I hope it works because I need more hair. Anyway, I am 109 pages into this. I feel like I'm really enjoying it when I'm reading it, but I'm not like itching to pick it up when I'm not. So I really want to start it. I might read the first chapter and see. And now that I have it in my hands, I don't know if I can wait any longer. And you guys, I have never seen a book this beautiful in my life. My Target was out of stock of it, but I don't know if it has this illustration. So I'm so glad I got the Barnes edition now. But like, maybe I should save it because I want to do the Dead Romantics justice. Maybe I'll wait. Let me look at the first page. Not the dedication, like, kind of attacking me. Okay, maybe I'll wait. All that literal nonsense being said. Hi friends, good morning. It has been a fat minute since we've last chatted, but I made it to about 50% through the book now. It's going good. I definitely lost interest and did not pick this up for like 5 days, but I'm back into really enjoying it because I just want to know more about the love interest in this book. I mean, he's literally a ghost, so he's definitely very mysterious because of that, but also like I just want to learn more and kind of see how they go about solving that, and also just, yeah, I'm really interested so far. Florence in this book, she is a ghostwriter for this really famous author, and she also has written her own book. And I don't know if it's that or just like something else, I don't know, but I actually sat down and wrote my book for a couple hours last night, which hasn't happened in a while, and I just love it so much, and my characters, like, I just love so much, and I just want to make my main guy a real person, because I'm like, how do you not exist? Like, genuinely, like, I feel like I know you so well and you're just not real. Like, you're just not my boyfriend. Like, what the fuck, you know? That's my update with that. So I feel like this book especially also may motivate me to write more, so I guess I could include that in here too if I write more. I just really want to, like, I really just want to not go to work today and write, but unfortunately I have to. But I did take a break with this, as I said, because I did finish the 5th Harry Potter book as well, but now I'm locked in. I would love to finish this today. I'm gonna force myself to, because Ellen Hilderbrand's new, like, my camera died, but Ellen Hilderbrand's book comes out tomorrow, and there's just so many books I want to read for like a fall video. I'm just so motivated to read fall books right now, so there will definitely be at least one more part to this, probably 2, because it's only September. So I know I wanted to read this one, but I feel like I'm more in the mood for like a fiction book tomorrow. Probably gonna try and finish this today and then start probably Ellen's book. I was trying to get If This Makes You Happy. For some reason, something told me it comes out tomorrow, the 16th, but also it says the 2nd, because I went on Barnes to order it and it said pre-order like last week, and now it's just sold out, period. And then I also ordered People Watching, as we talked about. It still hasn't even shipped, and it's been like a full week. I'm like, what the frick? Waiting on those 2, hopefully, and then, but yeah, I'll camp outside of Barnes tomorrow to get Ellen's book, because I'm sick of missing new releases. I'm gonna work on this, and I'll talk to you guys when I have more to say about it. Hi guys, so I've been reading a little bit more. I made it to page 194. We're chugging along, but I'm still invested, but I feel like the pacing's kind of slow in the sense that like nothing's really happened so far, because the main girl is tasked with a bunch of different things to do like around town and like errands, and she just keeps like putting everything off, and just like nothing gets done. And like even with her career too, she's putting so much off and like doing nothing. I'm like, girl, what are you doing for like the 12+ hours you're awake each day? You know what I mean? So I just feel like not a lot's getting done in that sense. I am liking the romance crumbs, but yeah, it is crumbs. But one thing I really wish was that it was dual POV. I guess though with the circumstance, because he's a ghost, like it can't really be, but like I don't know, because he can like talk. Good for her. I have like 60 pages left. Actually, I don't remember how long this book was, but I have a theory. I hope it's right, because if not, don't really know how this is gonna play out. But yeah, really liking this now. I don't know, just that like middle chunk got a little slow, but now we are picking things up. Wait, this is kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy. I'm about to cry right now. I need to text Ashley, actually. Oh my god. No. Oh. Get him out of here. Hell no. Bro. No, 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 you can't. Yes! Period. Get his ass. Bro, why? Not skipping ahead to these messages is just like so difficult. Like, genuinely have to. Guys, I finished the book. I'm settling on a 4. We can talk more about it at the end of this video. Now I'm going to sit down and write, and then I will see you guys, maybe if I have any writing updates, who knows, but I will see you guys tomorrow because we are going to go pick up the new Ellen book, start it, and also sit at Barnes for a while and start the book and get a little fun pumpkin drink. That's the plan. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I had my headphones on. I'm locked in. I just thought of a huge plot direction. I'm adding shit and I see a flash. I'm like, is it raining? Bitch, it's hailing. Can you hear it? We really couldn't have done this like 2 hours ago when I was finishing the book. I don't even think I have noise canceling on right now. Finally, fall weather. Freaking yesterday, I got sunburnt. It was 97 degrees. Hi guys, and good morning. So today is the Academy release day. So I have my Barnes pickup order placed because I can't go till later, and I want to make sure I get it, especially because Ellen Hildebrand's such a big author and this is her first non-Nantucket book. I want to make sure I get it. But it's like 9 a.m. right now, and I'm not gonna be over at Barnes for a while because we are also gonna be filming like the book sleepover video. So obviously like it's 9 a.m. like we ain't sleeping over till later. So I think I'm gonna download this sample on my Kindle. I'm excited though for this one because I think her daughter, almost said her sister, her daughter wrote it with her, and also it's just like a fall vibe. And I read The Perfect Couple by her. That's my only one, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm really excited. I don't know what this is about at all. All I know is obviously the Academy, so it's like a school. I kind of think it's high school too, which is really interesting, but I'm just really excited to get to this and feel the fall vibes because I'm not in school. I'll be living vicariously through them. Okay, if there's one thing about Ellen Hildebrand, it's that she likes a lot of characters in her books. Well, that's coming from my knowledge of just The Perfect Couple, but that one there were so many characters, and at first I didn't know who was who. And look at this. We literally have an entire staff list starting this off, so I'm excited to get my physical copy so I can like flip back to this. But like, head prefect, oh no, you cannot tell me that. I will be thinking of Harry Potter the whole time. September, oh my gosh, wait, this is like actually like right now. It's September. Okay, I'm so excited. Why is there already so many names? And we're just talking about getting to the school. It looks like the main girl so far is the head of school, which is not what I was expecting. And I don't really know how I feel about reading from that perspective, but obviously I'm going to keep going and give it a chance, especially because I have the hardcover on the way. I just can't decide how I feel about this drink. Ooh, I forgot it was still in my chair. I'm having a hard time getting into this book because I can't remember if The Perfect Couple is like this, but it's just told from like a narrator's perspective, it seems like. Like we get a snippet of someone, this one pair at this pond beach thing, and we get her thoughts, and then we automatically like switch to seeing other people like from like a bird's eye view. I don't know if I love this POV because I feel like it's just too confusing at the start of a book when there's literally so many characters that we had to have like a list, you know? The map and the character list are gonna be super helpful, so I'm glad I do have the physical copy now because the map didn't even show up on the Kindle sample. So. Okay guys, I made it to page 112 in October, so I'm like a third of the way done, and so far I definitely am finally now more invested. Like I actually want to keep reading after putting this down for a while. It's literally just following these teachers and staff members and students at the school, which is really interesting, getting to see the staff but also the students. There's been a lot of different topics and plot points mentioned, but we haven't got really more about them. So I'm definitely intrigued to keep going. And yeah, I'm really liking it. I definitely at the start I was like, who the hell are we talking about? But I'm kind of getting used to the writing style and the POV it's in and just all the characters now. Each chapter kind of follows one character, so you're in like a certain teacher, and then the next it's kind of a student maybe or something. It's just so hard with a book with this many characters. Like, it's hard to connect to them all super deeply. But I do love like a character driven book like this, but like just it's harder to connect to everyone, and it does jump POVs quickly, so you can't really get too attached. But I'm still enjoying it. I just started the audiobook for this, and I think I'm going to really like the audiobook, especially if we get different narrators. But this whole year, really, I just have not been able to listen to audiobooks as fast as normal. On Libby, I've been on like 1.2, and normally I'm like 1.7. So it's really interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna sit here and listen. I think we're at like the first football game or something. This chapter is called Friday Night Lights. God, there is so much going on in this damn school. Okay, I just did my like little reading for 30 minutes short. While I was doing that, the craziest stuff kept happening in this book. Like, we just got so many reveals, and it's like parents weekend, so like all their parents are there. Not even reveals just around that, just like about certain characters too. So I'm so invested now. But I know a lot of us like don't like to stop in the middle of a page when we finish the book, and this one it's kind of hard because this is like how the chapters start. Like, the only proper break we've got was when we switched to October. The formatting's a little interesting, but I'm still loving it because then that kind of breaks up who's talking and whatever. I'm really liking it now though. Like, I'm completely used to how it's told, who's who, what's going on, all that, and I'm so invested. So the school has their own chef. This is the second menu that's been in the book. All of it I don't even understand or recognize half the foods because it's like so fancy. I'm like, I would love to like eat there, you know what I mean? What is a popover? I don't know what that is. I don't know what a jacket potato is. That sounds so nice. I'm jealous. Hi guys, good morning. So I do have a book update. I am almost done. I think I have just under 100 pages left. I am eating this up. Ever since I passed like the 50% mark, this book has just got so much more interesting, and so much more is just going on. So I'm having such a hard time putting this down. Like, right now I have to go get ready for the day, and then it's a fight to put this down. Yeah, I read probably like 25% this morning. I'm just absolutely loving it. After getting used to getting so many different perspectives and characters, I'm really liking now jumping from person to person, because there's so many people I care about now in this, and so many storylines I'm invested in and want to learn more about. There's still so many open-ended questions too that I just can't wait to figure out, and I'm really liking this. As for like fall vibes, I don't necessarily think it's super fall-y. I mean, right now we are now in March, and there was just like a snow day I think in February, so it kind of follows the whole school year. But definitely if you are looking for like that school setting, that is definitely delivering with this. They did talk about some like fall foliage earlier in the book, but we're obviously in March now, so it's still like a good fall book, but it's not like overly fall-y or spooky kind of like the last two books we read are. But I think this is still like a great one, because a lot of times I feel like it's harder for like a general fiction book like this to be super fall-y. This is definitely delivering with that, and yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I really want to finish it today because I'm so invested and I have to know more. Okay, I'm about to finish the book. I have like 60 pages left, and there's so much that has to be kind of discussed and talked about and revealed and wrapped up soon. We have got a few endings tied up, but there's still so much. Every single character this book follows just has so much going on in their lives. Any topic you could ever think of is in this book. These characters are so messy, and there's just so much going on, especially around this one. I'm just like, everyone's obsessed with them. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this now. I'm on the last page, and what? Okay, I just finished it. We'll go into the full thoughts tomorrow. I'm wondering if there's going to be a sequel to this because there was a couple of like big things with one specific character that we didn't get wrapped up at all, and this was like hinted at throughout the book, brought up to multiple different characters. So I'm a little upset about that, and it's actually kind of bugging me. I'm hoping though after like more people finish this, I can like look it up though. But yeah, I'm definitely kind of annoyed with that it didn't wrap that up, and there's some other stuff. It was just really weird that the book ended like that. It was a really fun time. I really enjoyed it. Okay guys, should we talk about all of the books that I read in this video? So the first book I finished was Pumpkin Spice and Everything Nice, which just holding this book, like when I was editing this, watching the clips back, this book just screams fall. Like holding this, it's just like so, I don't know, I just love it. Like the sprayed edges, everything. And I loved this book so much actually. It was just everything I could have wanted and more in a book. This is like just a YA, fall-y, school, small town book. So go into that with those expectations that this is gonna be not necessarily your favorite characters ever, but it is gonna be like the best setting ever. I finished this book probably like 2 weeks ago at this point, and I keep thinking about it and just the town, the setting, all of that. So that just really speaks volumes about how great of a time I had with this book. So I gave it a 4-star. I could see a lot of flaws and why people don't like this. The main girl was really kind of insufferable, and also just some of the writing was very cringy. I still enjoyed this so much. I binged this and I literally could not put it down. Tell me why I was so invested on these guys finding out the perfect pumpkin spice latte. I was so hooked, and I love this so much. The town is just perfect. It's very Gilmore Girls vibes, and it's very cozy because they both do work in a coffee shop. I definitely could see myself rereading this every fall, and honestly even again this fall if I'm looking for something like this. The next book I finished was The Dead Romantics. So this book is a lot different from this one. It's still fall vibes, but it's kind of more spooky, and there is a small town in this one, but her family has a funeral home, so they do funerals, and she can also see ghosts. They go to a graveyard a couple times in this, so it's like more spooky vibes, and I really like that about this one because it's completely different. If you don't want like a YA cringy book, this is definitely a more deep and emotional connection in this, and I just love this so much because Ashley Poston's writing is so good. Like I'd almost even call this more general fiction because there is just crumbs of romance. So if you want kind of more that vibe, this would be a great option this fall. And yeah, I've had this book for literally like 2 or 3 years, probably since it came out even, and I kept putting it off, and I finally read this, and I think I read it at the perfect time because it was such like a good spooky time. I really liked it. There's just so much going on with the plot too. I just really enjoyed this one as well. I also gave this one a 4-star. And then the last book I finished was The Academy, which is another 4-star, which 3 4-stars in a row, that's pretty dang good, I'd say. So this book, it started off, I was a little worried. I was a little bit like, why did I order the hardcover? I can't get into this. But I ended up really loving this book and really connecting to all of the characters and really caring about them and wanting the best for them and wanting to learn more about their past and everything going on in their lives. So this book just follows a bunch of staff members, a bunch of students, and even sometimes the students' parents at this like boarding school academy. It does start in this fall time, as you can tell, but it does also go throughout the school year, so we do get into winter and springtime as well. But I really like this story because every single one of these characters that this book followed has so much going on behind the scenes, and I really liked exploring that. There was just so many different plots going on at once, and it didn't feel messy at all, really. I thought it was really well done, and like I talked about, I had a hard time getting into the writing style at first because it just throws you in there with a bunch of characters. There's a character list, but I mean, that doesn't really mean anything to me when I'm first starting a book, you know? But you get to know exactly who's who and everything that's going on. But like I said, so many plot points get introduced, and it doesn't necessarily get messy, but with how this ended, there was one big one, I'd say, that was mentioned multiple times, and we just didn't get anything of it. It's actually kind of bugging me that I don't know how it's resolved and what actually happened and is going on, and it kind of leaves me to wonder if this is going to be a series, if there's going to be other books in this world, which I don't necessarily think it needs more, but there is a couple plot lines that I am really shocked were not expanded upon and revealed because it's like actually kind of eating me alive. I'm not gonna lie. I did think it ended kind of abruptly too, and like I said, with those plot points, it's like so mysterious as to what's going on, but like also maybe that's the point because you were following so many people, but also I don't know because it was literally brought up like 3 different times. That was my only real complaint about this, but otherwise once I hit even like the 40% mark, I could not put this book down. It was so bingeable and so fast paced, and I think that was because of how it was set up. So it's kind of separated even sometimes by these horses, but also the chapter numbers, and it switches from POV to POV, and I actually ended up really liking that because you just get all the juicy details and drama and you don't have to read much like fluff really. So yeah, this was a really good time. Also a 4-star. I can't say much else. So these are the 3 fall books I read this year. I really liked this mix. We have a fall like YA cringy romance, we have like a deeper adult spooky romance, and then just like a general fiction book. I loved it. This was a perfect mix of books to read this week, and if you want a part 2 to this, I'm already planning at least a part 2, maybe even a part 3, so stick around if you want to get in the fall spirit or just want to see me talk about books more, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.